Hello, I'm Allison, and I'm an alchemical artist. A material I like to work with is called bismuth. Bismuth is a chemical element, one of nature's quiet originals. On the periodic table, it carries the symbol Bi, an atomic number 83. Unlike most heavy metals, bismuth is low toxicity, brittle, and slightly pinkish silver when freshly cut. It expands as it cools, which is a strange and wonderful trait that becomes important for its crystal magic. Making bismuth crystals is a dance between heat, patience, geometry, and magic. The first step is to melt the pure bismuth metal. It is heated until it liquefies. Think molten mirror. The next step is to slowly cool the bismuth. As the metal cools, atoms begin organizing themselves into a repeating cubic structure. Bismuth loves right angles and stair-step formations called Hopper crystals, where the edges grow faster than the center does. I like to work with crystals, bones, and shells, but you can use anything that is porous and can withstand the heat. Here I'm using the jaw of an anglerfish, which I have hung over the bismuth and the crystals have slowly formed on. The trick is to stay very still so that the crystals aren't disturbed and can grow as big as possible. After a few minutes of the outer shell crystallizing, it can be pulled out of the remaining liquid, revealing these iconic stepped-shaped pyramids. This alchemical process causes a rainbow skin to appear on the gray metal. These iridescent colors are not pigments. They come from a thin oxide layer forming on the surface, which bends light into neon hues. The color depends on how thick that oxide layer becomes, a tiny physics spell. In alchemy, bismuth is a threshold metal. It sits between lead and silver on the periodic table, which historically linked it to transformation without poison. Alchemically, bismuth symbolizes transmutation with gentleness, change that does not destroy the vessel. The philosopher's process, not just the stone. It represents the work itself, rather than just the final gold. Bismuth also represents order emerging from chaos, molten disorder cooling into sacred geometry. It's the integration of opposites, heavy yet delicate, metallic yet rainbowed, industrial yet mystical and natural. It whispers that refinement can be beautiful without being violent. Spiritually, bismuth feels like inner architecture. The stair-step geometry is often read as ascension through layers of consciousness, while the rainbow sheen reflects the idea that identity is multidimensional. You are not one color, you are a spectrum revealed by time, heat, and intention.